Welcome to educational channel of sureshbhattclasses. We are going to solve NCERT class 10th chapter 1 exercise 1.3. Question number 3. Prove that following are irrational. Part 1 1 upon root 2. Part 2 7 root 5. Part 3 6 plus root 2. So we solve with part 1. We are going to prove this by method of contradiction. Let 1 upon root 2 is rational. Then 1 upon root 2 can be written as a upon b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b are integers. So on taking reciprocal on both sides, we can write that root 2 equal to b upon a. Since both a and b are integers, therefore b upon a is rational. This gives us root 2 equal to b upon a is rational, but root 2 is irrational. As we know that root 2 is irrational, hence our assumption was wrong. Therefore 1 upon root 2 is irrational. This we have proved by method of contradiction. Here we have proved that the reciprocal of irrational number is also irrational. Part 2, we have to prove 7 root 5 is irrational. Again we prove it by method of contradiction. Let 7 root 5 is rational. Then let 7 root 5 equal to a upon b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b are integers. Therefore, on dividing both sides by 7, we get root 5 equal to a upon 7b. Since a, b and 7 are integers, it means that a upon 7b is rational. Therefore, root 5 equal to a upon 7b equal to rational. But root 5 is irrational. As we know that root 5 is irrational, hence our assumption is wrong. Hence our assumption is wrong. And what we had assumed? We had assumed that 7 root 5 is rational. And if our assumption is wrong, then 7 root 5 is irrational. This we have proved by method of contradiction. We have also proved that the product of rational number other than 0 with irrational number is also irrational. Part 3, we have to prove that 6 plus root 2 is irrational. Again we prove it by method of contradiction. Let 6 plus root 2 be rational and let 6 plus root 2 equal to a upon b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b are integers. So we write it 6 plus root 2 equal to a upon b. On rearranging, we get root 2 equal to a upon b minus 6. This gives us root 2 equal to a minus 6b upon b. Here a, b and 6 are integers. Therefore, a minus 6b upon b is rational. Thus, root 2 equal to a minus 6b upon b is rational. But we know that root 2 is not rational and it is irrational. Hence our assumption was wrong. And what we had assumed? We had assumed that 6 plus root 2 is rational, and our assumption was wrong. Therefore, 6 plus root 2 is irrational. We have proved it by method of contradiction. By this we have also proved that the sum of a rational number and irrational number is also irrational. Here completes this video. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Also press bell icon to get the latest notifications.